Hey everybody, this is the Wargaming Guy with a little surprise for you. We are going to be talking today about a game that is still in beta, but I received permission today to discuss this publicly for the first time. It is the game, as you can see here, Warplan, and let's take a look at it. It's by Kraken Studios. We'll explain all about it in just a second. I love this opening screen, though. I got to tell you, I love the pictures here, superimposed over the land masses. It's awesome. Now, Warplan is still in beta, so everything you see and everything I say could, change. Warplan is the brainchild of Al Souza and his Kraken Studios, which is pretty much him and him alone, as far as I know. Now, he's been a gamer for a long time. He designed the brute force expansion for Strategic Command 2, which you may or may not remember, and he also worked on Strategic Command 3. It's taken him 4 years working by himself to code this game. If Warplan is successful, he hopes to do a Pacific Theater game, then a worldwide game, and then using all that design, all of that and improvements and suggestions to design the music sounds a little loud to me. Let's see, music. It's pretty low, but let's just go ahead and push it a little bit lower. There we go. Let's save that. That's a feature here. You can see all these things are happening, and you can just save it so you don't have to mess with it next time. And so that's his plans for the future. Now, let's talk a little bit about Warplan and what it is. Warplan is a core division-level war game that simulates World War II campaigns using land, naval, and air forces to represent each of the countries involved in the conflict. There are economic and political aspects of the game that allow flexibility while keeping the play balanced. It plays very similar to board games of the same genre. Each side takes their turn moving and attacking. The turns rotate back and forth between both players. In the main 1939 scenario, there are events that happen throughout the game that mimic important historical events that affect the players. Mostly, these events are targeted at neutral minor countries and their part during the war. The game is balanced for heads-up play via play-by-mail. When playing against the AI opponents, they are more historical as the Axis and are better prepared as the Axis. In a completely 100% historical simulation, the Axis could never win or even come close to replicating the successes that they had throughout the war, because in the 21st century, hey, we have hindsight. So there are multiple 1939 scenarios that allow different game openings for the players to select. So the game itself, of course, runs on Windows 7 or 10 and all that other good stuff. Here's the game scales. Health points equal 1,500 to 2,500 soldiers per health point. Air health, 15 to 25 frontline combat aircraft per health point. Naval, two capital ships or 3 to 5 cruisers with supporting vessels per unit. So the unit scales, the division's about 15 to 20,000 soldiers. A small corps is 30 to 40,000 soldiers. These would include usually paratroopers and mountain troops. Large corps is 50 to 60,000. And an army for the USSR only is 35 to 70,000 soldiers. An air unit that you see on the boards, about 300 to 400 combat aircraft. Carrier groups, 2 to 3 aircraft carriers with 150 to 200 combat aircraft, and on it goes. The map scale. Now, this is something some of you might know about, which I have never heard of. The map for the main scenario is based on a Peters map design. I've never heard of a Peters map. That type of map actually defines actual distances between locations, accounting for the curvature of the Earth. Some locations were purposely made smaller to accommodate better play, like northern Russia, where Norway, Sweden, and Finland are. Most of the main scenario maps are 40 to 80 kilometers or 25 to 30 miles per hex, with the northern part representing more miles per hex. So that's a little bit of an introduction to this game. Let's take a look at it, and we're just going to, first of all, the most current game that I've been playing here in the beta test, and yes, this is beta, so any and all things you see could change. Been playing through the 1944 campaign as the German. It's been very interesting. I really was getting my butt kicked in the east, while in the west, I was doing pretty well. That's, of course, in part because AIs have a very hard time dealing with amphibious assaults. Now, you can see here, you get this every turn. Infantry advancement, level 4. Romania Corps was destroyed. Yes, indeed. Then it gives you these hex locations. This fort here has no supply source, low on supplies. Finland's low on supplies. Romania's low on supplies. Hey, it is June 11th, 1945. Everybody in the Axis is low on supplies. Now, one of the biggest problems that I'm having with the game in terms of just, this isn't a review, but just so you'll know, is that my mouse does not make the map scroll, as you may be noticing. Now, you're supposed to be able to click and drag it, but that's not working for me yet either. I sent a message in, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm using arrow keys to move around. But this is the Eastern Front. You can zoom into here. Now you can see that these are very plain. The map's plain. It's not unattractive, but it is plain. And the units themselves are very plain. But they have everything on them that you need to know. And then you can see, of course, the borders, different countries in the red dashed line there. Now you can zoom out to here. You can zoom out to here. And you can zoom out to there, or you can go all the way out to here, folks. So you can zoom way out. And, of course, you have this little map down here as well. If you want to come over and see what the Western world looks like, we can just zoom right in. There's Quebec. And there's Boston. And so there you go. That's so the scroll's pretty cool. I wish it scrolled a little bit closer. I like to get closer to my units. I know I'm kind of in a minority there, probably. So up here is where all the action happens, unlike Strategic Command. And let's just start off. I know he's not trying to compete with Strategic Command, and it should be noted, which I forgot to mention a moment ago, that Hubert and Bill, who works on Strategic Command, they actually helped connect him to Matrix Slytherin Games. So that was just very cool and very typical, I think, of the classy guy that Hubert really is. Because I think most people would see this game as a direct competitor. Now, I don't think he looks at it that way, but it's really hard not to compare the game. So you all know I play a lot of SC, so you click on a unit. If you right-click, you get nothing. This is where the action is over here. You can see it's set to defend. It's also got repair and upgrade on. You cannot just click on it and add strength points back to it. It gradually accumulates that depending on the situation. Okay, so it could embark. There's the oil stockpile. Airdrop. It's not going to help it much. If you want it to move by rail, it took me a while to figure this out. You just click this, and anywhere that you want it to go, if you right-click, it will move there. So that's pretty cool. Now, here, let's get this back. You can see he's entrenched. That's as high as you get to entrench, at least in most cities that aren't fortifications. There might be more entrenchment available in fortifications. I'm not really sure about that. So here we go. That's the health, effectiveness, experience, and supply, and anti-tanks 1944. Unit details. I've never actually clicked that before. There we go. So you can look over here. You've got firearms, guns, all that good stuff. Disband unit for production or manpower. Don't want to do that. Detach a division from the unit. You can do that in this game. Now, this is a core. And so, and you know what? Autosave is on, so I don't want to really, well, I haven't finished the game yet, but I don't really want to screw it up. But let's just go ahead and do that. Now, let's click off. Now you can see that this is the core, but here is the infantry division. And I can't move it. Can I move this? No, I can't move them anymore. Oh, well, not onto each other. I don't know how you put them back together. I have no clue on that. I will have to find that out. Maybe this will work. Disband. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Okay. So you can disband units if you want to, stretch your units to cover your front. And believe me, in this game, the AI is very good on the Eastern Front in particular at exploiting holes in your line. Now you can see here, I am still holding on to Königsberg, but barely. A turn ago, I was actually doing pretty well. They finally the Russians slowed way down and basically didn't do much through the winter. And then in late January, they started uncorking their next offensive. So they pushed me back. They have not actually even, I don't think they even attacked Königsberg yet, which surprised me. They've also been attacking down here, but as you can see, I've managed to hold on. And this is the 1944 scenario, not me starting in 39. Up here is Finland, and I managed to just kill a Russian unit that they had sent around into here. And the map goes all the way up to here if you want to send, say, an HQ here and see if maybe you can attack Murmansk. It's a little late in the game for that, so I'm not going to do it, but there you go. And then you have air units. Now, air units in this game, if you're thinking strategic command, you can quit thinking that, because air units in this game are much less powered than in SC. There is no way that you're going to be able to destroy an opposing unit with your air power. You can do some damage, but you can't. I can't attack here because I've already moved. What about this guy? Ah, he can attack. You see the lit up here in the red or the whatever color you want to attack. You just hover over whichever unit you want to attack. Let's attack this guy. That's within range, and you strike. Now I can hit him again. Of course, it's going to cost me, and that's the thing about this game. You're not limited to just one attack or two attacks per turn. You can attack as long as you have, like, I'm going to call them action points available, but you can brutally mess up your units if you do that. So you want to be careful. I've learned that the hard way. Then the West, the AI did invade just before June 6th. He invaded from right about here to here, all, so the upper part of Brittany, through Normandy into Pas-de-Calais. I pushed them all the way back off. They snuck this Canadian unit in, and then a few turns ago, they wiped out my unit that was in Cherbourg and retook. They had Cherbourg, then they lost it. Now they've got it back, and as you can see, he's dug in. So if I wanted to attack this guy, you hold down the control key on your mouse if you want to add units. So I can get 1-to-1. That's the best I can do, which, of course, isn't very good. But, hey, I have bombers. So let's bomb him and see what happens. Yeah, that's it. He's not able to bomb anymore. Normally, I only strike once because I don't want to, totally wipe my Air Force out, although, quite frankly, see, that's only 1-to-1. That's not good. And this guy here, you'll notice, look at that. He's really dug in. He's got ships with him. No CVs, but yeah, that's the recon report. So that's that. The West it looks like it's a tough go for the AI, at least historically. Now down here, I've been trying to force this unit out of southern France. Let's see if I can do it. It's 8-to-1. He held. I'm going to do what I don't like to do. I'm going to attack again. He's still held. But look at that. See, he's super entrenched. He's got ships, which I'm assuming then can bombard and help him out. And then there's Italy. AI has gone nowhere in Italy, so I've shipped a lot of my units out. I had one here last turn, sent him to the Eastern Front. Before that, I had some units up here, and I think here, and maybe one there. I'm not sure. Anyway, they all got sent elsewhere because I needed them to go. So that's a really quick bit of an overview. Now, I haven't played any of the Africa scenarios, but of course you have North Africa as well, as you could see, and of course it stretches all the way over to here if you want to get into that. And it even has some allied resources off map. I'm not even sure how you would get to those. Probably can't get to those. That's fine. As the Axis player. Now, I've not played the Allies yet. I plan on doing that. So you can see down here, the Russians in this last offensive really pushed through here. And so now they are threatening Bucharest and Polesti. I lose Polesti, it's going to really hurt my oil supply, of course. So that's a bit of how the game looks. And, oh, yeah, you can also, of course, come up here and do whatever. I actually didn't even pay attention to this submarine. And it looks like that might be a convoy route. So let's send the sub there. And who knows? Maybe it'll do something. I haven't had a chance to look into the naval aspect of this game at all yet. I've been super busy the last few weeks, so unfortunately, I haven't got to play this as much as I would like. I can tell you that on the offense, it plays pretty smoothly and quickly. And what we're going to do here is let's go ahead and quit. And let's do a new game. And let's just kind of, why not start off as the... by the way, you can see this land experience. You can good, excellent, optimal, inept, which is probably what I should be playing against. But we're going to play against historically, just to give you a feel for it. So let's go ahead and start. And we'll do Poland. We are at war with Poland at the start. Of course, you can declare war on any country you want to. So it's got the political game here. It's played differently than in a Strategic Command, but it's still there. A lot of the countries, like Turkey, if the Germans capture Baku and hold it and do a couple other things, Turkey will join the Axis. So here we go. Germany's declared war on Poland, confident that England and France would do nothing, blah, blah, blah. So here's the scenario notes. Germany starts the game at war with the UK, France, and Poland. Germany surrenders when enough cities with production have been taken. That's an important point. When you take the capital, the nation does not necessarily surrender. It's not an automatic thing like it is in SC for the most part. So here's Poland. And let's get started. Let's see what we shall do here. I think what we'll do is, first of all, we'll put an airstrike on this guy. Now, see, they can't reach because they're tactical aircraft. They can't necessarily get very far. But that's okay. Tell you what. Let's hit him again. So let's see what kind of attack. That's 10-1. That's pretty good. Notice I lost. Now he's destroyed. So I can get all the way up to Warsaw, and it's 1-1, which I normally wouldn't attack, but just for kicks. Now he's 0, so he's done attacking. But that gives you an example of the fluidity of the game here. It's a very fluid game. You got to sort of watch yourself here. You can get into trouble if you attack too much when you shouldn't be attacking. You know what? Let's try it. Didn't really help much. All right. All right. Let's go forward. Let's go forward. And that's it. I can move there or there. I'm just going to leave him there for the moment. And now let's move him up. Hold down the control key. That helps a little. Let's pull you over here. You can't move. So I don't want this guy to march into Königsberg, that's for sure. And I should not have moved. That's what I did wrong. I moved I moved these little infantry units, and I shouldn't have. So, but you're actually, let's just put you there. That'll be fine. You can see I've got 6 movement. If I move there, that's 5. So I'm not going to get very far. So we're going to go ahead and hit him. Advance, and we're done. That is bad odds. Let's see if I can help any. No, you can't bomb anymore, can you? Let's try it. Still not really good odds. Let's put you down here. Take him on. All right, we're going to go for it. That's kind of what I thought would happen. Not much. All right, here we go. Oh, got to make sure which unit you're clicking. See, he could get to Warsaw, which I like. Let's go ahead and, yeah, look at it. Warsaw dropped to 1. So it does, make a difference. Let's hit this guy. Now, hold down the control. I just want these 2 guys to hit him. See if we can clear the way for our panzers. Not looking real good. You. Boom. Come on. Nope. You can't move either. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm making a lot of mistakes here. In case you haven't noticed. Now, he's low on fuel, apparently. That's it. That's all he can do. So, yeah, I actually did better on this the first time I played than I'm doing right now. That's weird, but not too unusual for me. That often happens. Beginner's luck or something. All right, let's see about Krakow. All right, let's advance. Four to 1. Not bad, but apparently not good enough. 5 to 1. And can anybody? He can't. So we took him. Now we got this guy behind our lines, which isn't the best news I've ever had. But there you go. Shoot, I wish this guy could move. Okay, so certainly not the greatest first turn you've ever seen. But let's not forget, we do have all this over here. Nothing much is really happening, of course. We're just going to move up. And we'll move you up. Actually, let's put you there, come to think of it. All right, let's end the turn and get to see the AI in action here. Okay, what's it going to do to me? Yep, got the strategic bombing going on. And you can see these, where the little crosshairs are, is like attacks, either ground or air. You can hear the armored units move. And Poland's 2nd Air Division was destroyed. Good news. All right, so now you can see they swapped out here. And by the way, if you don't like these and they're kind of a little annoying sometimes, you can just turn it off. So you should be able to wipe him out. You're going to come up here. Can you reach? Oh, might help if I had the air unit. Boom! Beautiful. Now, where's my bomber? He's probably too far away, isn't he? Ah, just look at, well, that is quite a unit they've got there. The Poles do. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to bomb on him a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can kill this guy. Now, the retreat rules in this game can be really annoying because of things like this, where he's just like running all over the place. Oh, good, he's dead, so that's good. Let's take this center, because taking supply centers helps defeat the enemy, of course. Let's move you up. Let's pull you over here. Yeah, see, he's out. He can't attack. I think we're going to gang up on this guy. And we shall do it again, my friends. In fact, we'll add you in. He's not dead yet. Come back. He's still not dead. These guys can retreat a long way sometimes. Boom! No, he's still alive. Holy moly. Kill him. Ah, he's still retreating. He's like the unit that will not die. All right, let's get back over here. Let's get serious for a second. Let's move you here. You're coming up here. And you are going to come over here and see if we can drive him away. Which means we'll bring you up here. Not that you're such a big help, but if we put all these together, that's only 4 to 1? What? Wait. He can't attack because of the... Are you serious? Wait. Neither one of these guys can attack. Well, that sucks. That did not happen the first time I played this game. Wait. Now, wanted you to see that. You can't overrun. When you overrun, you can destroy the unit. And usually I thought from my experience that ended your turn, but apparently not, because these guys can still attack. So that's good. 1 to 2. Well, that's crappy odds. Let's come over. Oh, I forgot. I can't attack. Kill him. Sheesh. These people, they don't have the courtesy to die when I want them to. Ooh, that didn't go anywhere. Okay. And you can, by the way, move your fleet after, well, if they have any air power left, you can move them. I don't want to move him. Let's just move you as an example. You right-click to move. You don't left-click. Oh, he's low on fuel as well. This is not good. Yeah, let's just let that go. We won't mess with the Western Front. See if we can see what happens here. They're not going to... I don't think they're going to surrender yet. I have not taken enough of Poland or killed enough units. But you can see you can do Warsaw pretty quick. And I probably could have done a better job. Well, not probably. I definitely could have done a better job of that. Bombing my boys on the Western Front. USSR occupies using half of Poland. Okay. Good deal. So we need to get you moving, son. All right. Let's go ahead and see if we just can't. Oh, that was a mistake. I did not mean to click like that, but I did. Oh, curses. It's here. Man, killing these guys sometimes, as you can see, is a pain. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Okay, let's get down here. Let's get this encirclement moving. Oh, geez, I left Warsaw empty. That was certainly not a good idea. All right. Can we kill somebody, please? He retreated. He surrendered. That's awesome, because now we can take Lotz, however you pronounce that, which should help. Surrenders. Awesome. I think they're getting down to the... yeah, I think their morale is just about shot. Retreats. Curses. Foiled again. Here. Let's get you up here. And look at that. Bloom, he retreated. Rotten little guy. But... surrenders. Awesome. That's excellent. Can't do that. Can't do that. Let's put you up here. Let's get you over here. And yes, by the way, these lines are rail lines, which you can turn on and off. That's how your logistics flow. All right. Let's see. I want to see if I can actually get Poland to surrender here. So let's see if that might do it. Poland surrendered. Yes. All right. So there you have it, my friends. Little introduction to the beta version of Warplan. I'm looking forward to getting to know this game better. One of the things the designer says is that he wants it to be easy to learn, but hard to, or easy to play and hard to win. I think that's the expression. It's been a little challenging for me to learn just because I'm coming at this from strategic command perspective, and it's very different. I think there's a lot of depth to this game, but at the same time, the actual play mechanics are, as you've seen, are pretty simple and flexible, and I like it. So that's where we stand now. I'll be doing more beta versions of Warplan. I will not be doing a complete, like a whole play through the war thing until the actual version launches, just because I think when you do that with beta versions of the game, then, it could be very different than the finished version. But we will be playing through maybe, France 40 or something like that in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, short of the entire war, because I'm going to wait for the full game on that. So this is, of course, going to be available through Matrix Slytherin, so check it out. And thank you so much for watching this, guys. Let me know what you think. And until next time, this is the Wargaming guy saying thanks for watching out there. Take care, everybody. And I will see you later.